in Behrampur, the district headquarters of Murshidabad, about 200 kilometers north of Kolkata by road. This modest town was the first established power centre of the British after the historic and decisive Battle of Plassey between Robert Clive of the East India Company and the then Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dawla. The Battle of Plassey led to the establishment of the British Empire in India. But by 1773, the British shifted their capital to Kolkata, but not before they had left many evidence of their might. Amongst them, standing tall, is the Hazardwari Palace. Let's go take a look at this magnificent structure.
Murshidabad, famous for its silk, is named after Nawab Murshid Quli Khan, the Diwan of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. This last capital of independent Bengal is situated by the banks of the Bhagirathi river, where the vagaries of nature and time have almost wiped out the presence of its glorious past. But the Hazardwari Palace is one edifice standing and defying the call of time and is a main tourist attraction today. The palace stands sprawled amidst 41 acres of land and is an imposing three-storied rectangular structure. It is 424 feet long, 200 feet broad and 80 feet high. The first floor is approached by a wide flight of stairs with a colonnaded facade. Nawab Nazim Humayun Jah built this in 1837. Its architect was General Duncan Macleod, but this palace was never used as a residential palace. The Nawab held his darbar from this building while the British officers carried out their administrative work. This hall is the main showpiece of the palace. A magnificent chandelier with 96 lamps hangs from the center of the dome, giving the hall a final touch of elegance. A 24.5-meter high dome crowns the hall and is decorated with 16 elongated panels showing bunch of grapes with stucco, and the rectangular panels are full-bloom lotus motifs, also of stucco. Most of India's palaces are named after the cities or towns where they stand, but the Hazardwari takes its name after the number of doors in the palace.
Long corridors or verandas like this run right along the length of this palace, Hazardwari. Hazardwari meaning a thousand and Dwari for doors. Strictly speaking, then there should be 1,000 doors. But in reality, when you check, that's a real door. And here you can see that this is a stone-built door, built in really to maintain the balance and rhythm of this palace. Now you could spend the whole day counting the number of doors in the Hazardwari, but really there are many other fascinating things that you can do while you're here. So let's go explore some of them.
The Archaeological Survey of India took over the protection and preservation of the palace in 1985. They have established 20 galleries, of which an important exhibit is a Dutch cannon that Mir Madan, a trusted lieutenant of Siraj-ud-Dawla, used in the Battle of Plassey. In the Armory Gallery, various kinds of swords, small cannons, spears, shields, iron helmets and armor, rifles, pistols and revolvers are on display. The Royal Hall exhibit displays the ivory palanquin used by Zebunisa, daughter of Aurangzeb, as well as the sedan chair of Shah Jahan and a silver lotus howdah amongst many other prized items. The palace contains other impressive array of memorabilia from the days of the British Raj and many oil paintings. Amongst them, the most famous is that of the burial of Sir John Moore. In the Western drawing room, one gets a glimpse of the grandeur and style in which the officials and the Nawab's family spent their time. The original Ain-e-Akbari and the Akbarnama, written by Akbar's court historian, are amongst the rare collections on display in the archive gallery. It's a demanding effort for any visitor to savor the items on display in one visit at this palace museum, which boasts of being the largest ASI site museum. While 1,400 items are on display, there are almost 6,000 more in its reserve collection.
If the history associated with the Hazardwari Palace strikes a chord with you and you want it to be included in the 7 Wonders list of India, vote for the Hazardwari Palace.